10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what the fuck it is, man? We back as Playworld Radio, man.
Shit.
It's your boy Juice in the building.
Sort of part.
Got chocolate.
Hey, man, we back, man. We back in the mix, man. You already know.
You know, we had to take a little break for the holidays, you know, rekindle with fam, catch up, do all those good things, get them affairs and all that, man. But we back, man, and we back and here ready to finish the year off strong, you know, at least till Christmas, you know. We're going to take another break, but then we here, though, you feel me?
Right. Yeah, we here for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? And shit, how y'all Thanksgiving was?
It was smooth. Good to see the family. It was cold though in Delaware.
Oh, you went to Delaware?
Mad cold.
What niggas was doing out there?
Eating.
Yeah.
I thought you went to Philly.
I'm from Philly. I mean, I'm from Delaware, but Philly like 30 minutes away, so
Type shit.
back and forth action.
Yeah.
Oh, type shit. Yeah, I had went to Savannah. That's where my mom's side of the family from.
Okay.
So I was out Savannah and shit.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Cool.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Good eats, man. Mom OD'd on the mac and cheese.
Mac.
5 cheese mac and cheese.
They ain't bring nothing back for me.
That's crazy.
Niggas crazy. You know
Shit
think
got
about
killed.
it, man.
Shit got killed, man.
Y'all had chitlins or no?
Nah.
I ain't had chitlins since I was
Oh, y'all actually had them before?
I've had chitlins, fried chitlins. Oh yeah, my family used to make that shit all the time. They from Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
My mom's side.
Word.
So my grandmother used to make that shit. They used to try to put it with the hot sauce and some more shit, bro. You feel me? But once I figured out what it was, I stopped eating. Like, you know, when I'm like, oh, you want some chitlins? All right, little chicken, whatever. I'm like, are they gizzards type shit? You know what I'm saying? Then I realized, I'm like, what, nigga, this is intestines?
Y'all ever had chicken feet?
Give me all that.
Chicken
that's
feet?
where I
Nah.
draw the line.
The only thing I eat off chicken is wings. And legs and thighs.
Not the breasts.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
The only time I get in the toes is during intimacy, all right? Like, that's about it.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. That's about it. Other than that, bro, we not munching on no animals. What is it?
Okay.
All right, man. I'm over here. I'm posting a link right now on Instagram, getting everything. You know,
look, man, y'all definitely got to tune into Vision Network, man. The very first episode of the new docuseries Outside, presented by yours truly, Vision Network, Playworld Vision, co-produced by your boy me, Swole the Poet, man, featuring 4-season Mike, also known as Lil Mike, or just Mike, whatever you know him as, man. The shit is going up, man. It's a docuseries, you know.
It's an urban docuseries that taps into Atlanta rap scene's most treacherous hoods.
Very well shot too.
Appreciate it.
Very well shot.
Yeah, but now that joint gonna go up. I think we going worldwide with this one. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. This joint might be the one to get us out of here. Yo, why my joint not copying and pasting? Like, what's up? Instagram? I mean, YouTube. This shit wild. I'm trying to get the whoop-de-whoop right. Yeah, man. There's been a lot going on in the news, though.
Since we last talked.
So much.
Yeah, it's been so much.
Yeah,
I gotta get this link right. It's no point even.
Give us a second, y'all. Gotta get our affairs in order.
Well, they technically probably not listening because they probably not on here.
That's okay though. They ain't gotta be on here. They just gotta be somewhere in there. Yo, did y'all hear about the Mexican inmate who stabbed Derek Chauvin? Says he did on Black Friday to be symbolic with the BLM movement. He also
we gonna get into that. Hold on. We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. Hold on. I gotta get this link right because they got tuned in.
I was
man.
ready to start.
Y'all go to
I was ready to start cooking, like, bro, like, nah, because that's crazy.
That's deep.
Yeah. And I'm mad at that nigga too. That's what I'm saying. We gotta hold up. Gotta get this link right, man. Shit tweaking. All right, there we go.
When y'all got a charger in here?
I got the cord in the car, but I don't have a box.
Oh, don't worry about it. That's a lot, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about all that, man. I'm gonna put you through that.
Get it right. Get it right. Get it right. Hell yeah, man. That shit. The weather done warm back up though.
It did. It's messing me up.
Yeah.
You better keep your motherfucking jacket on. It's the Indian weather.
It's messing me up. I'm not used to this.
That's the Indian weather, man.
I'm used to it being cold already
Facts.
and like staying cold.
Well, I don't know. I can't say that no more. I kind of adapted to the. I've been up here 3 years now, so when it get below 40, I be oh it's cold. But then I be like, nigga, I used to walk to school in snow.
Yeah,
But now it's like I be acting like, ugh, my bones. like
no,
it's cool. It really's not gonna get. It's not really gonna get too cold till probably like the end of December.
that's
January.
so crazy. That's so crazy. To me.
And then like towards the end of February, it's gonna literally start warming up. Like March, second week of March, it's gonna get back to like the 60s, 70s, and then it's just gonna be hot.
The rest of that, that's so crazy. September. That's wild.
That's the cool shit about Georgia.
That's
I can
wild.
say. But if it snow, everything shut down. Like just
I believe it. I believe it.
The slightest shit.
I believe it.
Shit.
They don't be prepared like that.
They be taking stuff out the grocery stores and everything too.
Boy, what? Niggas be acting like it's a fucking avalanche. For real. Like nothing. They don't get ahead of it with the salt. None of that shit, man. They don't be on that. You know, north they like, oh, it's gonna snow. Don't worry about it.
Throw the salt
School,
down.
Oh. If anything, 2 hour delay.
Mm-hmm.
To the ice.
If
melt.
that, yeah.
If that.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that shit crazy. All right, man. My shit posted, man. But yeah, man, there's been a lot going on in the fucking news, man. I don't know where to start, man. There's a whole bunch of shit been going on, man. But staying in the loop, man. What we got, Swoop?
You want to get into this shit that I was just starting with?
Oh yeah, we can start with that. This nigga missing the hit. How you fuck up on the hit?
He hit him 21 times.
How do you fuck up on the
21,
hit?
21.
That's not enough. He's supposed to die.
Bro, he's an FBI. He was an informant, bro. All this shit just gets deeper, bro. It's the reason. He knows how to kill a man.
So why he ain't kill him?
That's exactly the reason. Why didn't he?
Because the Mexican mafia gonna get on his ass now. Since when you don't finish the job, boy, they gonna be on your ass. But I'm still trying to figure out how. I ain't gonna lie. This is either a lie or I don't know. Something ain't right about it. How you stab a nigga 22 times and he survived? Like, how did that make sense? And then they already on the feds' ass because the nigga Larry Nassar, he got stabbed too. Like last month or 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. You know who that is? Mm-hmm. The coach who was touching on the gymnast girl. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, niggas don't like pedos in jail anyway.
No, hell no. Like, but he's supposed to die. I ain't gonna lie. I'm mad about that one. I feel like it's probably gonna be a movie, and there's gonna be some shit in the movie or some shit like that. But how the fuck you miss a whole 100 shots? Like, how the fuck you miss a whole 100 shots though? Like, I can't go for that. Like, I don't believe that. Like, either they're over exaggerating on the number of times, or
I feel like 21 is so crazy. Like, insane.
Like 21 and he survived. What? Then like, he's in stable condition. The fuck?
Or he trying to send a message.
He stabbed that nigga with a toothpick.
Butter knife, kitchen knife.
So, how do y'all feel about YB's reaction to Joe Budden calling his music trash?
Joe Budden was wild as shit for saying Youngboy trash. Let me say that first. Number two, Youngboy is wild as shit, so his response is what I thought his response was gonna be. Nigga. And they said, "Come to Gravedigger Mountain, nigga." Yeah, nigga.
Does his opinion really matter anymore? To be honest,
Joe Budden's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think no one's opinion really matters. I think we're in the era of making people's opinion matter and then feeling some type of way about it.
Because opinions are opinions.
Opinions,
opinions, you know, but in a sense, opinions do matter. Like we said before, like we can say we do things for self, but the validity and the opinions that other feels towards you matter. Because if they didn't matter, if you didn't care, you wouldn't get mad, you wouldn't feel no type of way. Like, oh, okay, cool, thank you.
Moving on.
Yeah,
moving
but
on.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I always felt like in hip hop, like one person's sole opinion won't shift. I think it's about the masses or whatever. But like, don't get me wrong, Joe Budden got a huge following and shit. But like, the same thing like Adam or anybody, if say Cheese, like if any of them would just be like, oh yeah, this person sucked, like that's not going to change. You know what I'm saying? How the fans typically feel about niggas. Like that's what I was telling him earlier. I was like, the artist is the ball always going to be in their court because that's who the fans going to be fans of the most. So essentially, until they say it, like, you know what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna lie, if another artist that's like currently active says it, then it might hold some weight, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, but outside of that, I don't really feel like. But what I will say though is niggas be definitely in their feelings. Like his shit do matter though. Like niggas be mad as shit when Joe Budden say they shit weak. Like
Drake put him in a song.
I mean, he's respected as an MC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like you say, he does have a very large following
on the podcast too.
You know what I'm saying? He's an OG in this shit, even if he's a one-hit wonder to most people. Like, you know, so in the musical world, it should do matter because he get niggas tight. But it also be his delivery too. You know, Joe be getting in his bag sometimes, and then he also likes to backpedal on certain shit. Like, you know, and I'm pretty sure in his next episode, I feel like he's going to stand on what he said, but I could very much see Joe like kind of taking a step back too. Like, look, I didn't mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of similar to the shit with Drake.
No, Joe always do shit like this. Like he'll be on some shit like he'll say this episode, and then the next episode he come back like, oh yeah, y'all tore me up in them comments too. My fault. Yeah, that nigga Youngboy, yeah, he fired. Like he switches his opinion so crazy. Like he did that before, like with the nigga Big X. You know, y'all heard of that nigga?
From Texas.
He's from Texas.
Yeah.
All right, so he had walked out Errol Spence and the shit, and then you know obviously Errol Spence got his ass kicked or whatever. Terrence walked out with Eminem. And so Joe was like, who the fuck is Big X? I've never heard of this nigga. Like, this not the time to be walking out there. Like, I don't give a fuck who he is. He suck. Ice was trying to tell me, like, nah, he you know, new young nigga. He from Texas, Errol from Texas. He's like, I don't give a fuck. He's some shit. And next episode, he came right back. Hey, yeah, that nigga Big X, yeah, he hard.
Nah, but that nigga Big X is hard, though. So, like, you couldn't have made that statement without listening to it or just going into it. You know what I'm saying? The Pentagon also reports that a U.S. warship has came under attack in the Red Sea. Bro, it's a lot going on in the world right now, so y'all need to stay into the news, stay in tune, stay updated, man. Like it's a couple wars going on right now. Like it's getting real crazy, bro. Like, and I feel like shit getting a little too close. Like I don't know, you know what I'm saying, but. You know, we're going to pray for the best. You know, this the one time I'm actually grateful to be a part of this fucked up ass country. That's one thing we going to do. One thing
so wait, what's up with
we can
this?
fight, though.
What's
That's
up with
one
this
thing.
Right here?
That's one thing we can do is fight. We're going to fight and defend. That's one thing we can get right, for sure.
What's up with that right there, though?
Which one?
This shit.
Right here?
No, dude.
I don't know. I don't really know too much details into that.
Well, we need to see, my nigga. The Pentagon says a U.S. warship has came under attack in the Red Sea. I heard about this earlier. Apparently, it was some cargo ships that was carrying some shit to like England and somewhere, and it has something to do with us funding Israel.
Yeah, you already know. A couple countries already stopped fucking with our currency too. So it's a whole lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
You know
wait. What you mean niggas doing fucking with our currency?
Niggas don't use the U.S. dollar no more in certain countries.
Yeah, they don't.
Like, they not fucking with that. Holds no weight.
Like you can't transfer it?
I mean, you could, but it's like that's not the go-to anymore. Like it used to be like everybody, oh, the dollar, Now it's not that anymore.
Yeah.
Like they don't give a fuck about your 100 green cash American dollars.
I mean, you can't spend dollars nowhere else, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you used to be able to.
Oh, you could?
But like that, like the American dollar was the $1 that was good everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
I
you don't
never
got to
knew that.
even transfer that shit.
Oh, for real?
Give me.
No,
Yeah, like,
fuck
yeah.
no. Nigga, I got here.
Mm-hmm. But now it's like, I think it's like something with like Brazil. Like, a lot of countries like came together and like made like another something like that. I've seen that.
Yeah, another currency.
Another little treaty.
Yeah. That shit crazy. So what the fuck?
Man, I don't know. Like, I always been wanting to talk to. I don't know if I know Juice watches No Jumper. I don't know if you watch No Jumper back on Fake, that whole fiasco. And have you been keeping up with like what they had going on?
No, what happened?
It was just it
What
was
happened?
it was a lot crazy. I mean, I'm glad they worked it all out, but so the creator of That's an Awful Lot of Cough Syrup is also a co-host on No Jumper now. So the old host on there, basically they've been having a feud ever since they left No Jumper. Just to make it up short, things pretty much got taken overboard. Lines were crossed, and basically the old host ran down on one of the new co-hosts.
That's not Adam 22, is it?
Yeah.
This is they didn't run on Adam, but one of his co-hosts.
Oh, okay.
And you know what I'm saying? But I was just really just bringing that up to just think about like, and I was bringing this into like white people and only being able to fuck with them to a certain extent. Like, because I feel like they'll fuck with you and they'll work with you until they feel like what you're doing is like is a threat, or you no longer need their assistance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll show you their true colors in a sense, bro. And I just be looking at like situations like that, like, bro, that's exactly why you go and create your own platform and do your own things and shit like that. Because like, and you know what the white man has the ability to do is to come back and fake apologize and retreat. You know what I'm saying? As if they were never aware of the intentions that they were going with in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, and kind of just like, bro, like that's the exact reason. And I feel like anybody else like in that situation, I was a huge fan of No Jumper and Adam, but then like I just started seeing his true colors, and I'm just like, bro, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how I could really kind of work under him, because like they were saying, like, bro, I don't know how I couldn't feel like you wouldn't do that to me. Like, these are niggas that was like, yo, niggas, especially AD
from the start.
So. Yeah. No, that shit definitely was crazy though. One thing I can say though, like Wack was saying, I ain't never seen Adam take accountability though.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in the joint he had. Basically pulled up a time.
But I don't know if he ever got pressed like that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a different kind of pressure.
It's on video, or it's just
well, the rundown is on video, but like he also dropped a podcast like the next day titled "Waving the White Flag."
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah. So, but I think that was the best thing he could have did. Type shit, but like.
And taking it into sports today too, man. Garf, your Eagles, man. What the fuck happened?
I ain't watching the game, so I don't know. But we clinched the playoff spot, so that's all I worry about.
Yeah.
I mean, talk your
so
shit.
Y'all 10-2?
Now, yeah.
Talk your shit,
Y'all
man.
played San Francisco?
Today.
Yeah. And they was like 3-8 or some shit.
Nah.
No.
Hell no.
They
San Francisco was 8-3. Nigga.
8-3.
They're the best team in the NFC.
Yeah, they was 8-3.
Respectfully, I mean, after now they beat the best team, so you're good as your last game.
Yeah.
You know, but it was a revenge game from last year, so the 49ers was motivated, man.
The playoff.
Philly definitely got to tighten up in on that defense, man. The Arizona Cardinals upset the Pittsburgh Steelers today. I love that for my Baltimore Ravens. Go Flock. You know what I'm saying? Joe Flacco came back as a starter for the Cleveland fucking Browns, but they lost too. Go Flock.
Yeah, we ain't play today. We don't play till next. We had a bye. When we come back, we play Green Bay.
What other good games there was today? Detroit was able to hold on from a New Orleans comeback, so that was exciting too, man. Detroit it's cool. It's like, damn, I've never seen Detroit good in my lifetime. I've seen them okay. Like, the best they were was like probably damn near when like 10, 11 years ago when Calvin Johnson was playing, like, and they had like 1 year where they was like 10-6. You know, it wasn't like the greatest, but like they were competing. Like, So that's tough, man. Who y'all got in the NBA in-season tournament? It's starting to make more sense to me now that it's
who's left.
4 teams on each side.
Yeah, I it started to make sense once I seen them doing the point different shit. It's low key on some like college football type shit. Like that's kind of like what I'm grasping from it. Like
it's LA, Dallas, Phoenix, and I want to say the Clippers. And then on the East, it's the Bucks, Magic,
the
Knicks,
and the Pacers.
Pacers got a little squad this year,
they
bro.
do.
Halliburton is a dog. That nigga averaged like 30 and 14 assists, nigga. That's like literally damn near 60% of the team's points. Like, that's tough.
Quarterfinals, Celtics, Pacers, Pelicans.
Oh, Celtics. I didn't say the Celtics. Y'all see they put out the new college football bracket, the playoffs, Final Four.
Yeah, it's Michigan, fucking FSU.
Nah, they didn't give it.
No, they didn't give it to them. They didn't give it to them. They gave it to Alabama.
Fuck Alabama.
They get to
Bro,
Alabama.
it's crazy though because they gave it to Texas, Washington, Michigan, and Alabama. Now, my only discrepancy against Bama is that Texas beat Alabama. They're Alabama's only loss, and they beat them in Alabama by 2 touchdowns. They're also a championship. Florida State, now I know that their 5-star quarterback, he broke his legs 2 weeks ago, but they're undefeated, and I feel like you still have to respect that and give them a chance to create their Cinderella story. You don't just, like, you literally have biases, but I was also telling people earlier, like, bro, the SEC, the College Football Playoff Committee is not going to not allow an SEC team in the Final Four.
Yeah.
Because arguably that's been the best conference in the last decade and a half. But they got the most niggas in the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't know, I kind of feel like if Georgia would have won, then sure, Georgia could have won because they would have been undefeated, but they lost, so that's fair that they're not in. But I don't think Bama should get in over Florida State.
What?
It's based off of winning, bro. Florida State is undefeated.
Yeah.
They won their conference championship. Yeah. They have 4 wins over top 25 teams.
Yeah.
Their defense has never allowed more than 30 points.
Yeah.
Literally.
But
the only reason they did not get in, bro, is because their quarterback broke his leg 2 weeks ago. So they just slighted him, basically thinking that it's not going to be competitive no more. But that's not fucking fair, my nigga. Like, in the NFL, if you have a winning record and your quarterback gets hurt in the last, we're going to give it to the team that was the 8th seed outside the wild card since you don't have your starter.
I feel like they should change the way the choosing is. Like, I feel like they should just change the whole dynamic of how they do this shit. They definitely should. But I ain't gonna say Florida State should got it over Alabama because I don't think Florida State can beat Alabama.
They might not, but it's about deserving and it's about record. So
well, how you really deserve it if you can't beat me?
You don't know what it hasn't been proven yet. If at the end of the day, defense wins championships. Yeah.
But they can't beat Alabama.
They might not even been able to beat Alabama if they had their starting quarterback. But if they had their starting quarterback, Alabama wouldn't have been in the motherfucking Final Four.
But did you see the video of Michigan cheering because they well, not cheering, they got sad because they thought they was about to get FSU and then they seen they got Alabama.
Yeah, because anybody would think, but
yeah, like they was all sitting in the joint watching the shit. And
bro,
they was hoping they got FSU and then when they got Alabama,
bro,
everybody sat down like,
you know when Tua, listen,
they already knew what it was.
Riddle me this.
I'm listening.
You know when Tua Tagovailoa debut was, bro?
In the game of
in the college football championship, bro. He was subbed in for Jalen Hurts.
Second half.
Come on, bro. And they won. Don't want to hear that bullshit, bro. You don't let a nigga create his legacy. This is what college football is for. You're robbing a university of a chance at a championship. At least allow them to go out there to prove themselves. You literally, at the end of the day, and two, Alabama lost to a team already in this Final Four position by double digits at home. Come on now. You gotta call a spade a spade. I respect Bama, and do I think Bama would beat FSU head to head even if they had their quarterback? Yes, but that would have been something that would have been unseen because they don't deserve to be in that spot. You know, but it's Bama. They got a tradition of winning, so I get it. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying they shouldn't be in there at all?
No, just based off analytics and then what requires you to get into it.
Mm-hmm. They shouldn't be in?
No.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah, man. They beat the number 1 team.
Bro, they only beat Georgia by 3 points.
It don't matter. If I beat the number 1 team, I'm in this bitch. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm in this bitch.
That don't mean shit, bro, because teams be number 1 throughout the year.
Nigga, they've been number 1 for the last 2 years. They was 29-0.
They weren't the number 1 seed all year this year. They were like 3, 2, 1. Like it went up and down. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying though, when you saying like, all right, deserve, like if
Like,
we just
bro,
beat a team that was 29-0 and you just went 11-0 this year, I ain't gonna lie, we deserve to be in this bitch,
bro. But it's Alabama, bro. Like this, not no like y'all is a legacy school. And they only had 1 loss.
Get good, niggas gotta get good.
But they already had 1 loss though, bro. And they loss was by more than 10 points.
But who they lose to?
They lost to Texas,
right?
And Texas is in the Final Four. But Texas also lost to Oklahoma.
But can
and Oklahoma ain't in that Final Four?
But is Oklahoma better than Texas? Any of them teams?
Yes, Florida State could definitely give Washington some problems as well as Michigan.
And I'm talking about Texas or Alabama.
Can they beat Texas or Alabama? State. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You don't watch college football or not?
So speaking of college football, do y'all think Deion Sanders' season was a
success? Yes, you got damn right it was a success.
I mean, bro, it was good. I mean, end of the day, they had the whole nation like locked in. But if you're paying attention right now, it's a little shaky over there. They've had a couple decommitments, and you know they lost their tight end coach, who was a major recruiter for them, and getting stuff on. But it's Deion. Pretty sure he'll pull it together, man. Got a lot of returning players for the most part, but I mean it's a tough conference, bro. It's the Pac-12.
It's tough.
USC,
they gonna get it.
Oregon, right. Utah, Washington.
I think they got it next year though. They could do something.
And out of their 8 losses, bro, only two of them were
actually like losses,
like bad losses. The rest were under 6 points.
Yeah, they lost to one of the top 10 teams by like 7.
And they were supposed to win the last game, but they called back to touchdown.
They also blew a loss to Stanford.
They be losing. They be losing by shit. Like you can tell there's something
going on.
Not even that. It's like some shit. Just new players in this environment because they be losing by like penalties and dumb shit like that. But I was gonna say this season was definitely a success because I'm gonna get y'all the story. So. My junior year, when I played basketball at my school and shit, we went 0-22 like our season. We didn't win no games that season.
0-22.
Nigga, the next year we won our first game. Like we got a new coach and shit. We won our first game and it completely changed like the whole shift to everything. Like even though even that season though we didn't have a winning season, we had a way better season though type shit. But like it felt way better type shit. Like niggas was like, okay, bet at least we won. You feel me? Type shit. So I can definitely say, nigga, going from a completely losing season to winning your first 3 games, you know what I'm saying? Nah, that's definitely a dub type shit. And on top of that, niggas don't know, like you saying, a lot of these players came from JUCOs and shit like that, and they playing with the top fucking, they competing with the top niggas in the country type shit. You know what I'm saying? And competing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas just don't be whooping these niggas ass like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, he has to get an offensive line, man. That shit's bad.
Oh, nah, he definitely
offense and defensive line.
That's what I'm saying though. Them niggas, they didn't eat like that. Like they didn't have the meals at Jackson State and at the little JUCOs they was at. They ain't had them meals, them big boy and the big boy training facilities to really get big and shit like that. And I ain't gonna lie too, they coaching staff, because that's a big part of it too. Like these teams like Alabama and shit, they be having like an NFL coaching staff,
and they probably been together for years too,
and training team as well. Nigga, these niggas. Fucking, you get hurt in Colorado, nigga. The coach is going run out. Ain't no trainer, like no funny shit. He still get it together. Cause you gotta think too. Like even though he did go D1 and the facility they already had was built up and shit, like they didn't have the budget to just go crazy like how they about to have from the money they made this year type shit. Because y'all remember when he first even got signed, they was saying we don't even got the money to give him, but we gonna try to come up with it.
Right.
So if they didn't have the money to give him, I know they didn't have that much money to dump into the football program in totality. You know
they definitely got it now though.
Oh no, they definitely got it now. So I ain't gonna lie, even if you don't see it next year, the real effects of everything is gonna take place in about like 3 years, 3 to 4 years.
It's a 2 to 4 year, you know, jump to it. You know what I'm saying? You got to catch up. You got to get them boys up front. But with the signing of Warren Sapp taking over, though, I do expect to see vast improvement.
Yeah. And he only had like a couple seniors there, so he's gonna have way more seniors next year too. That's another thing. But yeah, Deion, man. Charleston White said, "Fuck Deion."
That's what I was just telling Kelly.
Speaking of Charleston White,
yeah.
Speaking of Charleston White, man, what y'all feel about that Cam Newton episode?
That podcast was insane.
That joint is hilarious.
Points were made though.
He did have some points, but the other, like some stuff he would say have me on the floor, like cracking up. I gotta think.
That nigga said
when he was doing the one words.
Oh yeah, he's talking about Jada Smith, bitch. Will Smith, gay. Then that nigga said that nigga just going crazy on everybody. Nah, he funny as shit. No, the one part that had me dying though when he said, "Nigga, I will hit my bitch."
Yeah, he said.
He said, "Nah, Charleston, I can't let you." He said, "Nigga, fuck that, nigga. Nigga, you ready to die?"
That's a crazy statement right there, though.
That nigga said, "You ready to die?" But you gotta really listen to what he be saying. He be trolling.
He do,
like
but yeah, some stuff he do. It makes sense to what he was saying.
Because if you ever listen, like when he be talking and he going them epic rants, literally at the end of all of them, he'll like say a contradicting thing, like type shit. Like he said all of that just to say, "I've never hit my girl." Like, so it was like, but like if you just surface level, you'll just get so into that, and that's kind of like what he wants you to do, type shit. Like it's funny as shit. No, that nigga's hilarious.
Hey, I mean, but I've been telling people, I'm like, bro, he's just a frustrated, fed up activist. That's it. That's just literally like if you
feeding us our own medicine.
Look in between, like it kind of really like watching Charleston White just reminds me of like an episode of Boondocks, bro. Like it's just like it just shows you what grabs their attention, though, bro. Negativity fuels the world, bro. Like no one's gonna listen. Like if he was on that positive shit, he wasn't getting any response at all. You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at a lot of the stuff, bro. And I think he's just not saying that what he does is right, but he's just trying to be a walking reflection of where we are as a community. You know, and at the end of the day, we have to stop looking to others to figure out what we did or what they did. Like, bro, we got to look at it ourselves and be like, how did we allow it to get this bad? Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Because, you know, and, you know, we're guilty of it in forms and fashion, bro. But, you know, we're all responsible for our community, where music is, where entertainment is. You know what I'm saying? Like, like music, to start with music, it's a whole frequency. It's a vibe, bro. Like, so think about the music that we're putting out there, the vibe and the frequency we're putting it into the world. You know what I'm saying? And then and then also, boom, let's factor in drugs now. Now we're fucking crossfading from the music to the drugs.
Fact.
Now you're living it out in real life. You know what I'm saying? Because you done got so into it. You feel me? Like we need some more good vibes back. Just even in entertainment, bro. It's no good. Family movies ain't no Martins, ain't no Living Singles, ain't no One-on-One, ain't no All of Us. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's all like drama stuff and crime
it
stuff.
It is,
and
bro. Like the number one black show right now is Baddies, and don't get me wrong, I do tune in every once in a while because as much as it's fucked up, it is entertaining. But still, if we had to get rid of it, I would get rid of it. Like fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not good for the community. You know what I'm saying? I could say fuck it, but it's already there, so I do watch it sometimes. That shit, they be getting it in.
They be getting it in. Squabbles.
I'm still a nigga, like you know what I'm saying? Like I still like a good squabble. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like, all right, come on, like that's cool, but we need a balance. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just reality TV, cool. If it's real or not, who knows? Whatever, you know, it's reality. But we need a balance, man. Like, and that's why sometimes I just sit up here, bro, and I just be like, nah, bro, we can't just say certain things or just let certain things be cool. Like, we got to be a voice of reason, a liaison. Like, someone has to still have common sense in this shit, bro. Like, we can't just say, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about myself. Like, yeah, in order to help others, you do have to make sure you are in order. But, bro, in order for us to progress, to pay real dividends in our community and see a actual change, bro, Gotta invest into each other, man, and just put more positive messages out here. That's why we have platforms like this. You know what I'm saying? They do get intense in here though. Like, don't get us wrong, we humans and we gonna make mistakes and we gonna have moments. So no one's saying be perfect, bro. But I don't know, man. I'm just like, yo, 2024. I'm excited, but I'm also like anxious, man. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is in store. About to happen. Elections coming up. It's just a whole lot of shit going on, man. Like, y'all just gotta stay in the loop, man. Stay tuned.
Yeah, man. Shit getting crazy and crafty, man. But what's up though, man? What we got next, man? What's some other shit that been popping off?
I mean, you know, Thug. They just started the case now.
Oh yeah, that shit is hilarious. Not like in a hilarious, funny type, laughing at him way, but like that jump, yo, the acronyms that the lawyer is coming up with. That nigga said pushing peace. Thug is truly humble under God.
Bro. And you see all the other. I love to see all the other artists coming out and telling their truths about what their acronyms of music really mean.
Oh yeah.
This nigga Fat Joe said, bro, I'm a businessman, family man. Like, all of those are fallacies. Like, look at just music.
You
like,
talking about some of the crack in my name came from girls laughing at me when I was little because my ass cracker used to be showing them some fat shit.
Joey Crack. Duh.
What French Montana say?
Coke stands for, oh my God. Creating
opportunities. Or some shit.
King something like
creating opportunities.
That shit has me weak though, man. But you know,
for kings everywhere.
Thug lawyer though also filed another motion for like, you know, the case to get dropped.
That shit ain't getting dropped.
They really have a weak ass case though. Like, as much as they was hyping this shit up, I'm very like lethargic about it. Like, I'm like,
I already knew it was weak when
like,
they started
what the fuck is like they really in on some shit, bro. It's even crazy how he doesn't even have a bond. Like, he should honestly be fighting this outside of jail.
They fucking I knew it was some bullshit because it started off he had 56 charges and it dropped down to 8 type shit, and then it's like, shit, you really can't put nothing on him type shit. You know what I'm saying? They trying because even I think the 8 charges that he left with, none of them is like no murder shit. I think one of them is like an attempted or some shit, like an involvement with it or something, like the one with the rental car situation. Like,
I knew once they started trying to rely heavy on the lyrics, like
they really had
that they just screaming like that like, because that's something you would have been already been trying.
Tell me about the girl, the lady, the defense. I mean, not the defense, the prosecutor. She talking about some. Yeah, and when it comes to using, this was the opening statement. She talking about something. When it comes to using lyrics in court, I agree. Music is art, and but here's the thing with these lyrics. When we started this case, it led us to the lyrics. That's what she said. It led to the lyrics. The lyrics didn't lead us to the. She's like, how was she? She was basically trying to say like, I would never use. She was trying to say, no, this case. The everything they was doing led us to the lyrics, and that's how we found them type shit. Like, we didn't just take art and I'm like, man, how the fuck? Nigga, you have to go looking for lyrics like that.
No, you didn't.
I ain't gonna lie though, some of the shit they say is just
it's so crazy.
It's just crazy.
When you really sit there.
When you really sit there and break it down, but at the same time, at like those same lyrics can be interpreted in hella different ways. But like, you can take anybody's lyrics. If you just put it on paper and read it out loud, it sounds crazy. Even if you just take a fucking ass shaking song. You'd be like, damn, we some mean, we are very disrespectful to women. Like, just reading it out on paper, like, it's just funny as shit. Like,
damn, what the fuck was I about to say, man? But it was it was involving Thug's case. I can't remember.
They brought up Gunna.
Yeah, and his reaction didn't look like he hated him.
I don't know. We still waiting.
He's still waiting.
We still waiting.
Hey, man, still waiting. You know, Big U cleared Gunna though, so who knows?
That nigga Thug look big as shit too.
He did.
That nigga be back there like this.
But it's fucked up too though, because I mean, I know they moved him out of Rice Street, but you know, that shit, man, free Thug, man.
Yeah.
You know,
free Thug and the 4 niggas that
for the alleged crimes,
not snitch. You know what I'm saying? But also too, how y'all feel about T.I. standing on Benny?
We pulled up on the
11:45.
Well, first, let's get into this first because I feel like this would be more of a topic to talk about. Like, how do y'all feel about his son wanting to be off the porch, right? And when I asked that on some shit, like, how do y'all feel in general about kids suburban kids?
Mm-hmm.
But in a sense, they really is like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, because they chose to be like that, but like at the same time, like at this point, it is what it is. So how y'all feel about King? Like, is he tripping and saying like, shit, I was at my grandmother's house, like, basically, because it sounded like they was trying to say like, nigga, you not like that, like, and he's saying I grew up over there, like, and on top of growing up over there, when I was at y'all shit, I wanted to be over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he feel like that shit in him for real. Like,
I mean, like he kind of got a point though, because when they were growing up, his parents weren't really around like that, so he was with his grandma,
type shit.
So, you know what I mean?
Like at the end of the day, like, you know, parents really don't know what their kids all get into when they outside. It's still shit my mom don't know I got into when I was, you know what I'm saying, coming up.
Yeah.
And you not here around to see. So you really can't tell me my experience. And then if his grandma lived in the hood and that's where he was growing up with, that's where all his friends is, he's probably getting into the same shit that they getting into. Now, granted,
you don't gotta do that.
Because he does have a nice home. Like, my thing is, like, it's plenty of niggas from the suburbs who grew up in the suburbians that's not bitches that can get on that. But you don't have to say you from the city for niggas to respect you. Like, you know very well me, like, being born in Baltimore, grown up in Columbia, you know what I'm saying? It could be a common misconception that a nigga got everything or that a nigga not sweet, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm grateful that my mother moved out there so we could go to school out there and shit like that. But weekends, summers, you know what I'm saying? I'm still growing up with my family out there, my cousins out there, still got friends out there, you know, I'm still getting into the same thing. So it molded me. So that's what made me tough.
Yeah.
So I ain't no bitch, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I never felt the need to be gangster. I just always felt the need to be real. Just be a stand-up dude. Like, in gangsters, nerds, everybody fucks with real. It don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could go around niggas that be on that type time and they still respect me the same as if I was drilling or if I was on that, bro, because I'm me.
I think, I ain't gonna lie though, I definitely feel like T.I. set that precedent for him though, in a sense. Like, cause in a sense, like, and not even saying intentionally, but like, when your dad is such that nigga, it's just hard to be like,
not that.
I'm a lawyer.
It's not though, because if you look at the other two sons, they are pretty much who they want to be.
Yeah, they are, but I'm saying like,
and they're older.
Everybody ain't going. I'm saying for the nigga that did that's not thinking like that. I'm saying like, I'm trying to think like how he would be thinking about it, like on some shit like, yo, like my dad is like this, like, so I can't go for nothing. And if you want to keep it 100, I feel like the two other niggas, they may not show that, but they feel like that on the inside. Like, my dad is T.I., I'm not going for shit. You know what I'm saying?
And that's cool, though. And you cannot go for shit, bro, and dress how you want to dress, be who you want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Isley brothers, bro, was some gangster-ass niggas, bro.
Yeah.
The motherfucking MC Hammer was like that. Nigga dance pants, bro, but beat your ass backstage. Like, that don't mean shit, bro.
And that's what King's saying, though.
Jodeci.
But King don't move like that though. King moves like he's 100% street nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He don't act. Maybe, but I guess he act himself. I don't know him. Yeah. I don't know him to be like he don't act himself. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he's built himself up to be this who he is, and he more so wants to uphold and portray the persona, or, you know, be more like how his dad was coming up. You know what I'm saying? And have that. It's a different generation with these kids too. Like,
all right, look, let me ask y'all a question. This is a separate joint, right?
The music too.
When it comes to raising a kid, I know none of us parents and shit, but let's just hypothetical, right? When it comes to raising a kid, at what point is it a separation from this is a badass kid versus this is a street nigga? Like, when do you label it? Like, when do you be like, okay, that's not just no real bad shit no more. Like, he's a street nigga.
In order to be a street kid, you have a street nigga. You probably were a bad kid. It's synonymous, and it's not even that you really don't make you a bad person. It just means you are okay with making bad decisions if it can come with a positive gain. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, like, what would make you draw the line? Let's say age 15, 16, right?
I think that's too old.
I don't think
For
parent, like, unless your mom or your dad, like, they're deeply enrooted in the streets or they in gangs or no shit like that, do parents ever just accept it?
So are you know? Yeah. Are you
like,
asking
or okay with it? You know what I'm saying?
I would say like, let me give you my example. I would say like, if he just getting kicked out of school on some cursing at teachers, fighting, shit like that, I'd be like, all right, this still a badass kid. But let's say he get arrested and he got 150 pills, you know what I'm saying, and some fentanyl on him. Oh, this is a street nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Are you saying it to like identify him or to say like
I'm saying like identifying it
change?
Like, no, I'm asking like in just identifying it. Like at what point for you as a parent would you be like, all right, he's no longer a badass kid. He's a street nigga. Because some parents would probably be like, shit, at the point he getting kicked out of school just for fighting, they consider him a street nigga because their tolerance is way lower.
I guess it would be high school then.
I'm saying, bro, that shit is synonymous because when you run in the streets, you're looked at as a bad kid. Bad kids run the streets. That's how it's perceived. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's synonymous though.
It is, bro.
Because there's some bad kids who is not street niggas. They're just bad kids.
Bad, yeah.
Like they just get into bad shit.
But what I'm saying is though, yeah, they're bad, and if they go to the streets, it's because they were a bad kid. A good kid ain't. If you turn the other way, you either good or you bad. So you could be a good kid and make bad decisions. That's a good kid is a person who makes bad decisions and fixes them to be better. A bad kid is a person who makes bad decisions
and you don't care
and doesn't do anything to fix them, and it deepens. Like I'm saying, like a good kid in a sense could fall victim to his environment, but while you're doing wrong, you know what I'm saying? You on some bad shit. You know what I'm saying? You choosing.
But I mean, that's
right.
technically like what I'm saying. Like, cause they can, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like a bad kid versus street. Like a bad kid, you can see the shit he doing and be like, okay, he did this because of this, that, then the third. I feel like a street nigga is a whole lane of like, okay, he's out here trying to make money. He's out here trying to catch ops. He's out.
It depends.
Like
on
it's
what
synonymous in the fact of like a street nigga is technically a bad kid, but I'm saying like or some high school shit.
It depends on what your child is doing. Like,
I was about to say that.
You have certain like if your kid is trying to steal cars and shit, that's a bad kid. But if your kid is maybe out there like trying to sell some weed or trying to sell some shit, like you know what I'm saying. That's more so like a hustler, and he's not really a bad kid. He's probably just a good kid, but doing what he like. You know, like a bad kid is somebody out here like causing disturbance. You could, because there's different ways to be a street nigga. Like you know what I mean.
But that's why I asked the question originally. Like for you as a parent, like what would be your line to be like, okay,
when they are an adult, that's when I would kind of determine who they are. Because as kids,
no, not the time. Like what type of instant would it take? Like how you were just describing.
I would never look at my kid and deem them a street nigga, or you know what I'm saying, or
what? Why not?
Anything like that, bro? Because you are a kid.
Once you title it, then you can take care of it. It's not like you just. I'm not saying like you just titling, you just letting it be. Like you the parent. Like I'm saying, you can peep something. Because like your mom at a point could have said you was a bad kid, and then she
didn't know how to deal with it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's all I'm asking. Like at what instance would it take for you to be like, oh wait, this nigga he thinks he's a street, or you know what I'm saying, or like okay, he this
like doing some shit like jacking a car, like or like trying to steal like a car, do something like real like you know what I'm saying, like something real
thuggish.
Some real mug an old lady or some shit. Like do some weird shit. Like not even nothing that's really gangster. Like some cornball shit. Some cornball shit that got him or her caught up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna get on them. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you in the streets because you shoplifted. No.
Yeah,
like,
nah.
You did some regular teenager shit.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't no dickhead. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, you would have to do something really right. That could have really got you caught up, but because you are a kid. You got a slap on the wrist. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's what I was asking.
But you do it repeatedly. Like, you know what I'm saying? You probably got, for me, you probably got like 2, maybe 3 instances before I'm gonna be like, all right, come here, sit down. You know what I'm saying? And have that talk.
Yeah, I would say you probably got like 2-3 instances with the police type shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like. If it's school shit and like neighborhood shit, I'm be like, okay, you just a tough punk. You just think you tough. But like when the police start getting involved multiple times, okay, this nigga he want to be in the streets. Then, like I said, I always told niggas, listen, you know, hopefully it don't come back to haunt me. You know what I'm saying? But I always said, man, I'm a have jail in my home for my kid. Oh, it's I mean, nigga, you gonna be locked in the bathroom for 24 hours.
I don't know, bro. Like, and it'd be so weird for me, bro, because like a lot of us fought growing up, bro, but we ain't ever just like we ain't just fighting. Just felt like we was just gangster. We were just fighting because that's just what you do. You just defend yourself or whatever. You don't go like that, but it wasn't ever like, oh yeah, gangster. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just nigga, I was a football player. Now I was that's what I was. That's what I wanted to be viewed as. Whether I did good, I was a football player.
And that's another thing too. Like if they want to do sports or stuff, like that's another way you could tell, like if they want to be in the streets or whatnot. Because a lot of people, think about it.
Wait, which way you going?
I think I know what you.
No,
like
what
you're saying.
Like the extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
So like some people will go to sports or like things of that nature, like sports, you know, all the stuff in the school, and then other people will go to like the street stuff.
Like if I know for a fact, like I have a child that is absolutely like that in basketball or football, but the nigga can't make grades because he out here doing that shit. You feel me? You probably got a kid that's in the, you know what I'm saying? Like think about how many niggas, bro. The nigga Ronald, bro. Yeah. One of the best football players in the school, bro. Nigga never played on the team. Cause he was outside running the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like it be,
you saying like
it'd be
like
a situation like that. The kid can't ever make grades. Like the nigga, the nicest hooper really in the school, it really could average 30. Yeah. But the nigga never touched the court. You know, just a hood legend. You know, them hood legend type nigga, park legend.
Park legend.
Nigga that never the nicest nigga, but never played on the team.
I know a couple.
Cause he was getting in trouble, getting kicked out, couldn't make grades. Or it could have been a track star, nigga, fast as shit.
Fast as a bitch. Yo, them hood niggas be fast as a bitch.
That's what I be saying, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, them niggas be fast as shit.
And it's like, the thing is, they be wanting to play, though. They just, some shit happens along the line, and they just never make it. And then, it's over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it one of them.
And then, like, see, what made it worse about where we was from, you know, just to give y'all a little backstory, like, all right, so where we from, the area is great, school wise, community wise, shit like that. But it has small, like low income housing in certain pockets of it, right? So there's a lot of, and also where we from is literally right in between Baltimore and DC. So we got an influx of all those kids, right? So where it's fucked up about like when you move somewhere like where we live at, the school system's not gonna give you that extra like push because everyone here is already graduating. Like we don't need no extra looks, you know what I'm saying? Like this is one of the top fucking counties, and you know what I'm saying? Like so there's no extra, like you know how in the city school there's probably a teacher who really care about you. Yeah, you know they going program. A hood nigga living in the suburbs is gonna be hard because they don't give a fuck about you out there. They good. You know what I'm saying? Like 92. Yeah,
they gonna pass you long.
Most of our class graduated. Even shit, the niggas who we thought wasn't gonna graduate, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's really like, you know, that No Child Left Behind. Like, bro, like literally, bro, if you just showed up, you would graduate. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, like you graduate, you do a couple of little extra credit, bro. They gonna give you a diploma. They gonna give you that shit. At least because they want to keep their numbers up too. Like that's also why it's crooked out there too. Like that's everything look good like on paper, bro. But there's a lot of shit going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you have a lot of these families moving from the inner cities because it's more of a melting pot. It was designed in like 1971 to be like a diversity pub, you know, for black and mixed race families to come and move and, you know, come together as one and create this thriving community full of diversity. You know what I'm saying? But our school that we went to was like 55% black, 25% white, and the rest like Pacific Islander or other. You know what I'm saying? So there was like all white schools in the county, and then there was predominantly black schools in the county. But all the black schools in the county had all the low income housing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the suburbs. Like I went to school in the suburbs technically, but bro, my mom never paid no crazy amount of rent. Like low hundreds, if that. Like, you feel me? Like, in there growing up, literally, you like that was a city, that was a suburban city that you could grow up with off of food stamps and government assistance. Like government assistance literally got me through that whole schooling system. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Yeah, me too. Free lunch.
Like on some shit, like bro, like it was so real. Like I remember when I was old enough to start working, 15, coming from summer camp, I would have to give my mom my pay stubs so she could report it to the rental office so they won't raise the rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like it's just a common misconception that you just got it like that because you grew up here. Like, nigga, first of all, everybody in my neighborhood is black.
Right.
Everybody in here is from the same city or this city. Niggas be shooting dice, fight, drugs, whatever. Like, it's the same shit. But then you just go across the street, you see nice, real family homes, clean cut grass, all that shit, bro. And it's not to even compare it to anything like growing up in the inner city. It's not. But you still have your obstacles there. Being a person that doesn't have the luxuries, the only luxury you have is living there. But nothing else is a luxury to you in that environment. So you're still a poor kid, just in a nice area.
And honestly, also to be 100,
you
like,
feel me? Like, and that's kind of more frustrating.
Yeah, and then also too, like, shit, if you want to keep it 100, shit, at least when you're in the hood, not even in the hood, but just in the city, it's more of your type of people.
Yeah.
You know, and in our situation, once we step out of there, now we getting looked at like on a 5-to-1 basis. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, it's not just nigga. Like, the only time I'm seeing hella other black people is when I went to his neighborhood, because that's what I'm saying. Both of our neighborhoods was low income neighborhoods. My shit was on one side of the goddamn street. His shit was on the other side. Basically, type, like, literally, like, niggas right next to each other.
Bro, like, yeah, like, bro, and we wasn't going to the white kids to go hang out with them. Like, the only time we was ever really integrated with the white kids was through sports. And probably when we got older and they started having house parties, because they had the big houses. Niggas wasn't coming to our neighborhood. I mean, you might have had a couple people come to to our neighborhood, throw parties, but that's more like a block party, a cookout type shit. But when we went to the house parties, we were going to the white kids shit. And when we go in there, we extorting them. We taking everything. Steve Tex, moccasins, helmet, like, bro, because they was so loose, bro. Like, we breaking in their liquor cabinet, their parents' liquor cabinet, bro. They leaving their car doors open. It was just like a free for all, you know, for us, like, because we still in that mentality. Even though we have all this, like, it's just like it's the only time we really interacted with them. And don't get me wrong, it's some cool white people that I went to school with and I fuck with, you know.
I ain't gonna lie though, in Maryland, the white people are some bitches. Like, just as far as like from, I've lived a lot of places. Like, and just as far as like, I'm talking about bitches as far as like toughness. Like, nah, the white people in Maryland, yo, they be going like that. I ain't gonna lie. The white people out here, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that, like, the ones out here they racist, but they don't stand on they gonna stand on some shit.
I don't know, look, bro. We got into a motherfucking race war with Centennial, bro. Talking about, bro, like, them niggas was getting beat up, but they kept getting up. But like, I ain't gonna lie, like, bro, like, it was crazy. Like, that was, and I started it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, a nigga, you know, in the basement when they like remodeling and shit like that. Yeah. So like the stairs wasn't all the way done, bro. The nigga walked up. He had a boot on his foot, bro, and he like spilt this beer on me, bro. Like, okay, you spilt the beer. I looked up. The nigga laughed. I said, okay. Me, young, hot, feeling myself. I said, bro, and cause he white, you know. I'm like, bro. When I see this nigga, I'm gonna punch him. Like, I tell my niggas that. Just call him as shit. But I don't wait to see him. I actually go upstairs like 5 minutes later because I'm actually hot, bro. I smell like malt liquor. Like, I smell like Coke 45. Like, I see him, bro. I run into him in the kitchen. I'm like, yo, bro, you know you spilled your beer on me. He like,
oh, he didn't even apologize.
Nah, but when he seen me, he did, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I said, bro, on some weird shit. And no pause in the statement. Now when I look back at it, like, bro, that was wild as shit. I told the nigga, said, get on your knees and say sorry, nigga. Pause, right? I would never say no shit like that. I'm too gangster for that now. I was like, no, get on your knees and say sorry. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. He ain't go like that, bro. So boom, I stole him. And then it just started
Did you like take into the fact he probably couldn't like just do that easily?
Bro, he has a boot on. He could take a knee, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He got a boot on. That's probably hard to just.
No, but he wasn't going for that, bro. So boom, I steal him. His girl jumped in, and then it just like, bro, I don't know. It's like someone hit the light switch, bro. It's just dark, and then it's just. But like, it's just a full on brawl.
You put him in a situation where he couldn't go like that.
He has girl right there.
Like. What I'm saying is just on a typical like in school like white people be fucking terrified of Baltimore people like up there. Oh yeah, like shit like that.
In
like,
a general sense.
Yeah, like in a general sense, like.
But see, I guess too, like I don't know, but you see,
and those are the country,
but not them not them redneck.
Yeah, I was saying that there's a countryside
like them Glen Elk, Centennial. Yeah. Even the River Hill niggas will probably give you some if they play football or some shit. They'll give you some bump because they are the roids and creatine. So they strong as shit. Like only the country The redneck
Yeah, the country
motherfuckers.
rednecks.
Yeah, but the regular
Yeah.
preppy, nah, they're not doing none of that. The Tyler Silverbergs, no.
But also,
and shout out my nigga Tyler. I fuck with Tyler.
But also, too, a funny dynamic about fucking Maryland with the white people, and this is something I also haven't seen in no other places. But like the Maryland white people got like this low key, like I don't even know if they mean to do it, or it's either they're doing it on purpose, or our swag is so influential that they don't even know that they're doing it. But like white people like in Maryland wear black shit, but they be white as fuck though. Like like not like on some they wearing it and got like some
swag to it.
Yeah, no, like they're still like nerdy as fuck, but like they wear New Balances and they wear like the shit like North Faces and like, you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be weird. Like they wear the shit black people like.
Yeah, that's why we would take they shit.
Yeah, like
because they wear the same stuff. Okay.
Bro, you know how much a Steep Tech was in 2012, nigga?
Yeah,
it was like $400, nigga.
But see, like when I moved to Florida, I see like the white people out there, the ones that dress like black people, they most likely act like a black person too, type shit. Like, but it's a lot of that. Florida, I can tell you about white people all over, man. I live in a lot of places. Florida white girls though are the blackest white girls in America, probably. Like they. Yeah, they some black white girls. I ain't gonna lie. But Georgia white girls, them is some white girls. They just got ass.
Oh no, for real. And they all be married by 19.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like
no cap.
They be married, bro. Like, you know, I work in the service industry, bro. And fine dining. All them white women coming in with the diamonds dancing and the Swarovski on, goddamn. Like, hey man,
bro, when I was just
they almost be like ashamed if they not married by a certain age.
Literally, me and my girl went to the escape room the other day, right? And I'm mad this white bitch said this because she. Anyway, so we in the joint, right? So we got teamed up. It was just us two, and we got teamed up with a family of 6. They was a white. They came, you know. So, but they split it up, and it was gonna be like 3 and like 5 in the other room. So the 3 people in our room, it was me, my girl, and the white girl, like the daughter of them. And yeah, she was saying she had a ring on her finger and shit. And my girl was like, "Oh, you married?" She was like, "Yeah." She's like, "How old are you?" This girl 21, and she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "How long y'all been together?" She's like, "Oh, we only been together 8 months." Like this nigga asked you to marry 8 months type shit. And then she talking to my girl talking about some yeah, when you gonna get yours type shit. How long y'all been talking? My girl was like, for almost 2 years now. And the girl told me something, yeah, it's never, it shouldn't take that long. Like, bitch.
8 months.
Just because y'all got married in 8 months, don't think that shit finna happen over here. Don't be trying to put ideas in my bitch head. Like, nah, we ain't doing that.
8 months.
8 months is crazy. 8 months is crazy. 8 months is insane.
8 months.
That's that white people shit, bro. They be on some shit. They be on some comfy shit.
20. So she was 20.
Yeah, she was like 20, bro. Like. And it also too though, like that's just one example. Like, all right, so when I in 10th grade, I had to move down to Middle Georgia.
I was about to ask where is all that you live? Like where?
All right, so I was born in New York.
Okay.
Type shit, and I lived there till I was like 7, and then I moved to like certain part of Maryland, like Laurel, Maryland, and then I lived there for like a couple years. Then I moved to Columbia, Maryland, type shit, and then after that, I lived in. I also lived in North Carolina for a summer before I moved to Maryland, and then I moved to Middle Georgia, Warner Robins, type shit. Then that was in 10th grade, and then I moved back to Maryland. But when I moved back to Maryland, I moved to a whole different part, type shit, and then after that. I moved to Florida, Orlando, and then after I left Orlando, then after I left Orlando, I came to Augusta, Georgia, and then I went back to Maryland, and then I went back to Florida to Altamont Springs, and then I came to Atlanta. Hell yeah, I don't know.
Travel
a lot of motherfucking places. I have never, up until I think. Probably this year, but like I have never stayed consistently under one roof for 3 years. Type shit. Hell yeah! Like when I had did the math on my life, like it got to the point where one time, like I really thought God was playing with me, like on some shit, like bro, like we was living in an apartment, right? And just when we was about to hit the 3-year mark of living there,
you had to move.
We moved across the hall. Like shit, it'd be shit like that. Like I've never stayed on. That's what I mean by like, and all right, all the places I was just telling you was just like states, and, you know, the cities and shit. That's not even counting how much we moved within that city. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like I done stayed in 5 apartments in one complex.
Oh wow.
That was the complex that I lived across Micah and type shit. Like at first I stayed right across the street from him, and then I moved to the back, and then I lived everywhere in that bitch type shit. So yeah, it was a lot of moving around and shit. But that shit definitely, like, I feel like it made me, like, I'm glad I could. Like, I low-key want to do that with my kid, but at the same time, like.
So you feel like you can, like, adapt in any environment type vibe?
Hell yeah. That's why I think I'm so, like, just good. And I have an understanding of, like, a lot of shit type shit. And I think that's going to make me, like, a great salesman and marketer. Because I know, like, how different people look at like, look at shit type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like the only thing that I don't like about it is like I don't have no solid place like that. I'm like
and feel like it's
home. Like when I go back, like, oh yeah, this the corner store, this the old lady that, you know what I'm saying? This the like I can't do no welcome to my hood.
Like you just like, hey, all right, hey, all right,
hey, all right, type shit. Like I ain't got nowhere that's the only place, the closest place is the one that I stayed across from Mike, because that was like probably the longest like area I lived in type shit. But like outside of that, even still, because it wasn't that long and everybody didn't kind of move from there for real. So like that's the only thing. Like I ain't got no solid place, but I still, you know, rep New York as far as my teams and shit go. And I rep Africa as far as like life go.
Okay.
So fuck America. That's honestly how I feel about this shit. Like fuck America, fuck all this shit. Like once I found out my ancestry and like where my roots come from, nigga, I was Cameroonian and their motherfucker.
Okay.
You can't tell me shit. And like, but that shit really creepy though. If you did your shit, or do you know?
My dad did it, but he didn't do the one where it shows like exactly where. He did the one where it's like you're African, but it didn't say like where. So I think we gotta do that. Yeah, nah, you gotta do that shit, bro. Cause like the thing that fucked me up, like you know, people be saying, "Oh yeah, it's fake," but like. And mind you, obviously I heard of Cameroon, but like I never thought to look up Cameroon, nothing, never cared about it, nothing. When I seen that like in my shit, and I went to Google and like looked at the images, bro, they dead ass look like me, like, and it shit really fucked me up because you know it's hard for you to say that something looks like you type shit. So when I seen that, I'm like, damn, nah, this shit gotta be true, like. Wow. And that made me want to go back there so bad. I've been finding out all the people that's Cameroonian, like Joel Embiid, Francis Ngannou, the one that just fought Tyson Fury. I think Pascal Siakam is too, or Pascal Siakam. Oh, he is? Toronto Raptors. Oh, damn, I got to tap into him. I know about him. I didn't know he was. I didn't know that. I thought he was just African. Yeah. No. I thought he was a Canadian for real. Oh, okay. Because it'd be like African Canadians and Jamaican Canadians and shit. So I didn't know what he was for real. Yeah, he's Cameroonian. Nah, that's hard. So what was the test you did? So I could look it up. Or Ancestry.com. Oh, that's what it was? Yeah, Ancestry.com. And what's fire with it too, like if anybody in your bloodline has did their site before, it's gonna show up type shit. And like, and this how I know that I don't give a fuck with nobody say this shit is real. Cause look, this how I know, right? Like, well, it's some type of real. Cause all right, I got like I don't want to call her a long lost cousin because we know like she's just a cousin that like a distant relative, but like she our cousin though, right? Type shit. Like I only see her here and there, like when I was a kid and shit. But like I know this cousin, like type shit. And when I did the shit, like I guess she done did it before, and like I said, we don't talk or nothing like that. Like and so when I did it and it showed me her, like, is this your cousin? I was like, oh nah, like we don't have the same, like she's distant enough to where the last names done changed a couple times. Yeah. Like so I'm like, what the fuck? Like how the fuck they know that? Like and they placed it like on this tree, like it created this big family tree and it got all the like titles, but it's just, you know, missing certain shit or whatever. But like I'm like, damn, so they got access to something. Like I don't know. Got to. Yeah, cause like that was crazy. It showed me other people and shit too, like older people in my family. And also too, like if you know your ancestors' information, like your great grandparents and shit, like you can look it up or whatever. So, it show you a lot of shit. Cause for one, it show you when they left Africa. If you're black, it show you when they left Africa where your family moved to. It say my people's mostly moved to South Carolina and like small pieces of Alabama. That's deep. And that was verified by my grandmother. And this is before
like I did that.
That's
like
deep.
this just her talking to me on some our family come from this where my mom's mom lived like type shit. So when I seen that, I'm like, damn, another valid, you know what I'm saying? And then I go into the books and I called my grandmother and asked her for her grandmother's name type shit. And she told me, and I looked it up and found it and shit. And like I found my great grandmother, the one that I knew, like which would be my great great grandmother's daughter type shit. Like I found her, like yo, this shit is crazy.
That's deep.
And like they had, yeah, and they got like the ID shit, like how they used to ID black people was just by the type of black they were, like mulatto or just Negro type shit. And could they read or write? And was they a house nigga or a field nigga? Like that's how they identified them. Like that was their, that's how they valued them. Like, can you read or write? Is he a field nigga? And is he black or light skinned type shit? Like,
yeah, my I don't know where she is, but we traced it back as far as to like the like when the slaves were escaping. Like my ancestor Maria Weems, she helped Harriet Tubman with helping slaves escape, and she actually is known for. She was a little bit lighter skinned, and she portrayed as a man, and that's how she escaped. As like a settler or something
type
like that.
Shit.
And she escaped that way, and then that's how she started helping other slaves escape.
That's deep.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So I think that's raw. I fuck with that for sure.
No, that's hard. I definitely want to find out if somebody in my shit
like, and I know that's my family because she dead looks like my older sister.
Yeah.
Like smack like my sister.
Hey, do y'all think about shit like this, like on some obvious shit, but it's not obvious because people don't speak on it, but like on some shit like, let's just say like the Johnsons, right? There's hella Johnsons in America. Shit, my mother's maiden name, my maiden shit is a Johnson type shit, right? Like, technically, didn't we all come from one plantation? Like all the Johnsons in America, like
it's possible.
Like, shouldn't that have originated probably from? Even if not one plantation, like technically family, like or some shit like that was his brother, like he the master over here.
I mean, you gotta think about it though. Like families also got split up.
Yeah, but no, I'm not saying grow. I'm saying like we're all originate from the same
plantation, slave master.
Slave master.
I mean, but they weren't the only slave master. But it was probably multiple people within that slave master's family.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that bloodline of mastery, basically.
The same, like they
all. Like, we come from the Johnsons, nigga. Like type shit. Like for the common last names, not the everybody. Like certain people literally know where they come from, but like the Johnsons and the Smiths and the like. If there's white and black people with the last name Ross, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like we all probably eventually down the line meet somewhere.
Yeah,
because we got our last name from y'all. Ain't no question about that.
We also know too, though, like actually it goes way farther back. We were actually, I know my people. We were actually like my sister did it. We were slaves to Andrew Jackson. Like it also goes back that deep too. So
was there any presidents back then with the last name Johnson?
No, but Jackson. It was a couple. I can't remember all the presidents. I used to be able to remember that shit.
Roosevelt.
I don't know about no Johnson.
I don't know no Johnson.
Lyndon, it's a nigga with my whole name, but he's a jeweler, a white man.
Bro, California. There's a white man with my whole name. Dante Ross. I said, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird as fuck. And guess what? This nigga's in hip hop. Like he's a behind the scenes person. I hear of his name a couple times, like in interviews. Like
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
36 president, but that's kind of new.
36. I don't think he had no. So 36 was what, like the 70s? 80?
Before, earlier, like
20s.
If he's a 36,
he was born 1908.
Yeah, so probably like the 40s, 50s,
yeah,
60s.
Yeah, no, I don't think he had no slaves then.
Yeah, it was around.
No, they was around because my well, not slaves, but after slavery, they still had a form of slavery. And shit, black people was open to it because they didn't have no other way to make money. Like my great grandmother, and this is like a person I knew for like.
Oh wait, no. That's why that name is familiar. He was after JFK.
Lyndon B. Johnson. Yeah. But I was gonna say my great grandmother used to like clean this white person house. Like they called her maids. Like they called them maids after slavery, basically type shit. Like on some shit, and basically like still was for real. Like you just got paid for it. Pennies. You know what I'm saying? But to them shit, pennies. I ain't gonna lie though. 40 acres and a mule.
I'm waiting on it.
That's a good deal. Right, where the fuck they were just giving out mules? Like where did that come from? Like
I don't
just thought they was gonna give out mules and shit, man. This shit, American shit is crazy. And also too, just to end this off, that shit wasn't that long ago.
It really
so when
wasn't.
motherfuckers be putting all this faith into white people and just, I don't know, like, don't get me wrong, I love people, but it just be like, yo, these are the same motherfuckers who like it just hit different because my great grandmother, like, well, she died in 2017, but like growing, I really knew her. Like, it really hit different when you see somebody, like, you know somebody from that time and like how they felt about it. Like, it just it's different. Like, that shit wasn't that long. Like, her mom was a slave. Like, you're like, that makes me mad. Like, type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
my grandfather passed away during COVID, and he was in the World War too.
Dang.
Yeah.
That was the. No, that was not World War.
He was 96.
Was World War II? Oh yeah, that was after Vietnam, right?
It was before
World War II. Wait, you say he died in 96 or that was war in 96?
No. He was 96 years old when he passed away.
Oh, he was 96 years old.
He was born in like 1930.
Yeah, my grandma was born in
1920 maybe.
Also, too, another thing they try to hide about them old times because when my grandmother passed and shit, my great grandmother passed. I started looking up shit from that time, just on some random shit, because I was looking at her obituary and it said she was born in 1936. I just wanted to see what's going on in that time. Yo, they hide so much shit that black people was doing. Like, I did not know in 1936 we had judges. Like, there was a black woman judge in 1936. There was a black woman author.
I mean, because everything was segregated, so we had to have our own, right?
Segregated in 1936?
I mean, like, everything was like separated in a way, like we weren't allowed to do stuff.
I see what you're saying. I see, but I'm saying I didn't know black people were even allowed in the government system. I didn't know they was allowed to publish books and do shit like that, like invent shit. Like I thought that came with the civil rights movement type shit. Like, but nah, apparently they was
because a black man made the filament in the light bulb.
Yeah,
before Ben Franklin did
type shit. Yeah, see that nigga. No, that wasn't my son. Was it? Because there was also a lot of black people back then. They made they invented multiple shit. And who the dude you talking about? Not Alexander Graham Bell, is it?
Could be.
Because then I had a third grade Black History project, and I had Alexander Graham Bell, and he did the phone. But if I'm not mistaken, I feel like there was a section of it that was saying he did the light, or he created the light shit.
Telephone,
like the phone or something. Yeah, like not necessarily the phone. It was like the system in the phone they created or some shit. Like, it was crazy. Shout out to Alexander Graham Bell.
This goes to show we need more than just a month for Black History.
Facts. And then in 6th grade, I had Jimi Hendrix as the music project.
I forgot who the fuck I did. No, I think I did my third cousin. My third cousin, like Winston Scott, the first black astronaut to go to the moon. Yeah, I'm actually related to him.
You got some heritage.
You remember?
I do. But I don't know these niggas.
Do you remember David Parrish? But I think we was in the same music class. But David Parrish had Little Richard. I just always remember that because that was the first time I found out about Little Richard, and he was just the wildest nigga to me. Like, and I always remember that because when David was up there, like presenting his project, right? I guess Little Richard. Now that I'm older, I know what it was. Like, he was on some wild shit. This nigga was on drugs, crazy. This nigga was gay. He was wilding. He was raping. He was wilding. All right. But listen though, like when David was up there presenting his shit, he like, I guess like he was trying to explain something. He was like, and there was a situation that happened that caused him to do this or some shit. Like, but he couldn't say it. He was like, I can't really say it. And the teacher, he kept looking back at the teacher like,
oh, while he was presenting?
Yeah, while he was presenting, like, and that's when he just went and asked her like, can I say this? And she's like, no, type shit. And I always wanted to know what the fuck it was that he did that was so like bad. And now that when I got older and seen the Little Richard movie, it's a million things that shit could have been. This nigga was a demon. But he was fired though, like this motherfucker. Like Little Richard was the first Prince. Niggas don't want to talk about that though, but we just gonna let that slide.
He was.
Type shit. But yeah, man. It's a lot though.
What That's what I wanted to ask you, Garth. Though, man. Like, let us in on the R&B tip, man. What we need to be looking out for? What's been going on in the R&B world, Mr. Smooth Guy?
R&B world, like what you want, like music wise?
I want like who we need to be tapping into.
I got something for him since you the R&B guy. Speaking of Joe Budden, they say the Joe Budden podcast said that SZA is way better than her, and because SZA has a classic album and her doesn't.
I feel like her definitely has a classic album.
Her has her first classic.
Her first album with the Blue.
Before they even knew who she was. Exactly. Like when she was still incognito.
Mm-hmm. But I just feel like
ever disrespect her.
You know how like
the fuck is wrong with
the music industry? They push certain things, so I feel like SZA's been pushed to where her music is by the masses.
Yeah.
And her like R&B, like the sound and like the feel. Her, I like her over.
She only has that one album too.
Who?
Her.
Not SZA. I mean, her got.
So who side you on? Her or SZA?
Who do I like more?
Yeah.
Or who do I think is better?
Both.
I think her has a classic album. Because for one, she has best part on there with.
I was about to say like that's everybody.
That is a classic song right there. Like But if you could say SZA has a more body of work, so I would edge it to her just strictly off that alone.
Yeah.
But off of talent, hers is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal.
And she's a writer too.
And a writer, bro.
She's a writer too.
Like,
but
every kind of way. What?
Have y'all heard of
Focus?
Damn it.
Focus? Come on.
Fuck. You probably know her too.
Could have been.
Damn.
Bro, her is if she drops another project, it's gonna be fire.
What you about to think of artists?
It's a female artist. She writes a lot of music for
Money Long.
Nah, it starts with a J.
Janae Aiko.
Nah, Job.
Bro, you talking about BS with Janae Aiko featuring her?
No,
he's talking about.
I'm talking about a person.
Back up on that, but I thought we talking about her still.
You talking about Victoria Monet?
Nah. Let me see.
Back up on the bullshit. Back up on it. Don't forget she got a slide with YG. She here, man. Stop playing with her.
J.A. Jasmine Sullivan?
Nah. Jazzy.
Oh, Jazzy. Yeah.
You heard of her?
Yeah.
Yo, she's hard. Yo.
That's one of my friends knows her. Like they close friends. But yeah,
You know what's crazy though, bro?
Yeah.
Ain't you niggas talking about her like she ain't inspire a whole him. I ain't never seen SZA inspire a AZA.
Oh, it's a him?
Yeah, there's a him.
Yeah, like he
same everything, like same. I gotta show you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, he don't show his face.
He don't.
His shit was hard too though. But
my favorite her song is Slide. She cheated
with YG
by putting YG on there because at that time YG was like one of my favorite artists. And I ain't gonna lie though, his verse is terrible on that song. Actually, I hate that damn verse, but I love that song.
I just don't like the disrespect they gave her. She just hasn't dropped something like a project that, and her last shit was 2017.
I feel like that gotta be label
still
work.
Bumping it.
That gotta be label work.
Yeah, but I feel like why wouldn't the label push somebody like her?
But at the end of the day though, you know her is multifaceted, and she grew up in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Like she grew up on what was it, Nickelodeon or Disney Channel?
For the longest time, I thought her and Scott Jackson was the same person.
That's why her whole persona was to be incognito, because you know they transition from childhood star to artist, singer, like becoming more mature. That's why she would go with that whole alias.
Yeah, The Weeknd. Did The Weeknd start off? I know Nav did.
What?
When he first came out, he wasn't trying to show himself.
Nah, niggas knew what Nav looked like.
No, but when he first came out, he wasn't trying to show himself.
The Weeknd. No,
The Weeknd, he was just iconic for his wigs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But R&B music that's out now that's bumming. I don't know if Tyler is R&B, but
she made water.
She just dropped a couple songs.
I keep hearing.
They good. Tory Lanez.
Travis Scott got on that joint.
Yeah. Tory Lanez deluxe album, good. Chris Brown, good. This new guy, he's from out of London, OSA. Dropped the EP.
You listen to
That's good.
The Robert Glasper Experiment?
I did one time, but I gotta go back and listen to it again.
I ain't listened to it. Chris Brown said, "Who is he?" So I just went with the Big Pabru.
Y'all listen to Andre 3000 Flute album?
I listened to it.
Is there any?
You know what's crazy? Like, so I've been in training for this new restaurant, and I use it to study. Like,
it's very good focus music or sleeping music. Yeah,
like it's real, like on some shit like that. It's some shit that like could be put on one of the background on one of them rain videos on YouTube to help you go to sleep. Like literally, like, and I think I might do that. I think I might make one of them videos and put it on YouTube or some shit.
Million
get a little bag off 1 million views.
Million.
That bitch just get used. That nigga was playing shit out that ukulele.
He was.
But I don't listen to it like just like in the car. Like it's one of them type projects when you want some peace. Like if I was stretching, doing some yoga, meditation type shit, I'd have that play in the back. Like that's what I use that for. Peace of mind shit. Or if I'm just at the park and I got a little speaker and I'm laying in the grass reading a book.
Yeah.
When I want to feel intellectual and sophisticated,
some vibes.
You know what I'm saying? Or I want to calm down. I fuck with it for that, for what it is. So therefore I do think it's a good project. But it's a required taste.
I still ain't listened to it.
Have you heard of Tizo Touchdown?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
He's a good artist.
He reminds me of he reminds me of like, well, I don't know if y'all ever listen. Well, y'all listen to rock before the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He reminds me of like the lead singer.
Okay, I can see that.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
So which aspects of it do you like? All of it from the rock to when he switches to the R&B to the.
Me personally, like. I'm gonna sound like a hater.
Say how you feel.
I feel like I like when he do the rock shit more because I feel like that's more him. When he do the R&B shit, I feel like it's like I'm just trying to do this because I'm black. Like I feel like if he had the opportunity to be white, he'd be a better white person than he is a better black person.
To me, what actually draws me in is the R&B aspect of it. Like it's like the rock part is cool, but I think what makes it intriguing is the way he presents himself, and then the fact that he can even transition into something like
but like also
that.
too,
like that shit with you, like bro, like don't get me wrong, bro. I was a #1 Tizo Touchdown hater, bro. Really? I talked to everybody in my chat, bro. I said this nigga Tizo sucks, bro. Like I don't like this shit, but I had to give it a chance. Like I gave him another chance on some shit, bro. I had like a long drive somewhere, bro, and I just let it rock. And you know, I was honestly, I gotta be real. I was saying he was trash before I even got to the switch up. And then when I'm searching, I'm like,
well, to be honest, like I had to do a promo for it on TikTok, one of his songs before like the switch up, and I was like, why are people listening to this music? But then he started getting to, I guess, his sound or whatever, and then I'm like, oh, I get it.
But see, what I was
thought you was an answer, the way she's spinning, like you gotta like, well, that shit hard to me.
But see, I wouldn't necessarily call that an R&B.
No, that's not R&B, but it's I would just say
I would say like that sound. That's what I'm saying. That's what a lot of the Red Hot Chili Peppers used to use. Like that sound, like that's like low key like a disco sound. Type
but
shit.
I mean, singing is a part of rock. On the same tone.
Yeah, no, it is type shit. So, but what I was gonna say was also too like when you say like you fuck with his R&B more, I feel like he's definitely gonna have an edge because he's black, and you know we so talented. Like, and I hate to just keep going back to us being just black though. That's why, but it do be the reason for a lot of shit. But like, so it's on some shit like even if he just sings a little bit, that shit gonna sound good on some rock shit, and that's why I feel like that's why the new wave of like the sing rap shit is so crazy right now because it's just like we so good at shit. Like this is the effects of it. Like this is what happens when you sing a little bit on a rap song. The same way like before they was doing that, they was rapping on the singing songs. Like that's how we got to where we at now technically. Like Diddy, they came with that whole new style of we finna rap on the old singing samples type shit, and then you'd be like, damn, this shit hard. And then now it's like now niggas singing on the rap shit. And so it's like, damn, this shit hard. We can do fucking everything. That's ultimately what I'm getting at. Yeah. And so when we do shit like rock, if we incorporated a little bit of rap and singing into it, that shit is gonna be fucking fire, and that's why the nigga's famous because he's like the first nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like with that style type shit.
And like, I'm always wary too of advocates of the industry. When the industry is really, really fucking with somebody, like I still don't really like Nardo Wick like that.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying? But but he had so much industry support when he came on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's where he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'd be wary of like, I know Nardo Wick got a couple songs I fuck with, but like I'm not like a huge Nardo Wick. I'm not just gonna.
I like his beat selection.
You know what I'm saying? But I respect his. You know, I respect it, but it's not. That's not who I'm listening to. You know what I'm saying?
I heard a Tizo touchdown a minute ago though from A$AP Rocky and them niggas.
Yeah, you know, and Tyler the Creator, like they've been pushing it, but then when he dropped his last album, like he was getting a lot of like industry love, but you know what I'm saying? That
I'm interested to see what he's.
Have you seen what he looks like too?
Yeah,
man, he look crazy.
You know why he does that?
Oh.
He said because his dad, he grew up. His dad was a worker, and he like worked with nails and all that. So he put the nails in his head and say he was working.
Yeah, that's crazy. He definitely has.
I guess
he definitely has a crazy ass look and shit. But like I was saying, I'm interested to see what they categorize this as. Like, what do you like?
I would call it
Let's see what they put
an alternative electronic pop.
I'm tired of fucking this pop word, bro.
Alternative. That's a good word.
I'm tired of this pop word.
It's pop music, though.
To me, pop is a cop out for white people because they're not talented enough to make their own genre.
But we're in pop music, though.
No, but this is what I look at pop music as.
Alternative.
Like this is what I say. Like,
is it
alternative?
Like pop is really just popular music. So once, like, and that's what the argument I was having with Drake. Like, I don't like how niggas that try to diss rap and be on some, I'm not just, I'm a pop. Like, no, you're a pop artist because rap made you popular, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so with white people, they have country. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their shit. I feel like pop is the mixture of whatever you do plus what's popular at the time.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah,
you know
pop
what I'm saying?
is a conjunction of all things that
popular.
But that's
popular.
What I'm saying. Is pop really a genre?
Yeah, but it has a specific, like, it's not its own genre, but it has a specific sound though that you hear.
Like, yeah, and
it's more about like the chords and the stuff that's used and the energy that comes with it, the upbeat, but it's upbeat, but it's still a soft toned lyric. But it's
I would
still
say that's
like,
more techno. And let me give you an example of why. Like I just disagree.
Techno is more like
no. But
that's disco, like techno disco.
No, techno and then disco and then techno disco and then you also got electronic music. But look though, this is why I just disagree with you a little bit though, because all right, I don't know if y'all remember that time where Juicy J was just on a crazy run. This is before, like, this is like a little bit after his second rap run came. But this when he was producing all the shit for
with Katy Perry.
Yeah, Katy Perry and all them. And that's what I'm saying. They gonna categorize that as pop, but that's a hip hop beat. Like he literally could have used that beat. You know what I'm saying? The niggas wouldn't have looked at it like a pop song,
but I think
type
like,
shit. But
like
it's because how she got on it and then
like,
did it.
Is when you have probably like pop is like a conjunction of when your music is more than kind of it's like a genre fusion. Like you have like multiple sounds in this song. Like it might be a electronic chord with a rock bass and R&B vocals.
And that's what I'm saying.
R&B vocals.
Yeah,
so we'll call that pop. Yeah. So it has to kind of consist of, there is no one true sound, but it's like a more conjunction of different genres.
I feel like it was a playlist before a playlist was a playlist.
And that's what I'm saying. Like pop is just whatever you do, whatever genre you actually do, mixed with what's popular at the time type shit.
And honestly, I view pop as something that appeals to both races, to all masses. You know what I'm saying? To all populations, like white people, black people, everyone listens to would listen.
But that's what I'm saying. I disagree with that because, like, no, I hear that point, but I'm saying like that's what I'm saying. Pop is just popular music because everyone listens to rap.
But it's not pop though. Rap is not pop.
No, I know it's not, but I'm saying like everyone. That's the popular genre. That's the most popular genre. So it's like.
But Taylor Swift songs is not pop.
What are they?
What is she? She's country, right?
She used to be country. I don't know what she makes.
Trash.
I don't know what she make now.
She's a country singer.
And if y'all even want to get even deeper into this shit, country singers, rock singers, pop singers, they write nowadays, I'm saying nowadays, I don't know about back in the day. Nowadays, they write in a hip hop format. I haven't heard a song in like the last 10 years that doesn't have some type of hip hop element to it. Like type shit. Like the way they even sing, like it's on some shit like, okay, you're basically like singing an R&B song on a pop beat. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like type shit. Like you're not really like, I don't know. I really don't like white people. I ain't gonna lie.
She's categorized as pop now.
Yeah, what was
I think she just transitioned. She was country.
She was country. She was country.
She was country.
Yeah.
Nah, she couldn't have been. Back in the middle school days when she was in the window looking at the boy from outside.
That's a country song.
That is a pop song.
The guitar?
Nah, she get a guitar. So, but when we get a guitar, it's not.
I mean,
you see,
yeah,
hold up.
I mean,
what you saying?
Well, I mean, pop is short for popular, and it's the most mainstream musical genre. Pop music is the most accessible of all genres, with its songs being easy to listen to and sing along with. This is why it's so popular among young people. How do you identify a pop genre? Identifying factors usually include repeated choruses and hooks, short to medium length songs written in a basic format, often the verse-chorus structure, and rhythms or tempos that can be easily danced to.
So Trap Queen.
You was both right. Mm-hmm. That was both right.
Yeah, and I mean, no one was wrong.
Yeah.
So in a sense, if it's vibey music, it's upbeat music that makes you feel good.
That's
and
popular.
it can consist of all genres, being rock, hip hop,
whatever's easy listen.
You know, because when in doubt, bro, just go to Google.
But like on some shit, like when you break it all the way down, like you know who trained Beyonce, but it'd be like, yo, like do Taylor like do singing lessons? Like that's the type of shit I be wanting to know. Like, what is your real talent? Like,
she sings.
And that's what we got to end the show. you calling that singing? Like
I haven't listened to Taylor Swift since.
Taylor Swift is not better than, and I can't even say the worst. I'm like, she's not better than the best worst black singer.
That could be true.
Like she's not better than the lowest. She's the who? Give me somebody. Fucking
low.
Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe.
What's her name?
Is it Janelle Monáe? No, Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe.
That's the one that dressed like crazy, right? Yeah. She can't sing better than her. She can't sing better than her. She can't sing better than who else? Who else? I'm trying to think of like some
sing but don't sing.
Some.
Yeah,
she don't sing better than K Michelle. Because you talk K Michelle do country. Y'all better stop playing.
K Michelle can sing though.
Yeah, I know.
So dang, I don't.
She don't even sing. She don't sing better than
Mariah the Scientist.
She's a singer.
Yeah.
No, she don't sing better than her. I thought that was rap or whatever you want to call it. Who another love? She don't sing better than Ari Lennox.
She probably. I never heard Taylor Swift like she doesn't sing to.
Think about that though. You said you've never heard her sing, and she's been up this long.
No, because you know how like when you sing, like you be singing, you do the little ad libs, you do the the runs and stuff. Like I never heard her do a run.
You think that's a coincidence that you never heard that? Like you don't think she know that? Why hasn't she done that? Like there's no way that's just a cool. Yeah, I've just never done a run. What? Nah, we can't go for that, Taylor. And then I don't even believe her runs is her runs.
You think it's somebody else?
What? Yo, you gotta watch the movies, bro. The Elvis movie, you gotta watch the movies.
No.
I ain't gonna lie, even with the black people too, though. I ain't gonna lie, like they be bringing niggas in the background. One thing they was real big on back in the day was not giving niggas credit. They'll use a whole female as a feature on a song, and you won't know who the fuck she was.
I think somebody got mad at that. That's why they put that on Apple Music now to show everybody who credited to the song. And everything.
LL Cool J does it the most. I used to be a fan of him when I was a real little kid. This nigga has a girl on damn near every song on his old albums.
Never say who it was.
That should just say LL Cool J. I'm talking about they're singing. There's like a prominent part. Like not no just a little background. No. This the hook. Type shit. You might have a girl album.
Yeah.
Shit crazy, man. But
yeah, man. That wraps up today's episode. Was episode 55?
Yeah, 55, 54.
55 live.
Yes, sir, ski man.
Hey, man.
Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all follow the page. Playworld.visions. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all, once y'all click off this video, go to the channel and look at the episode 1 where we just dropped Outside. You know what I'm saying? Inside look at Atlanta rap scene's most treacherous hoods we did. We went to 4 seasons with Lil Mike on the first episode. It's going crazy. It's going viral, man. Make sure y'all tune in, tap in, man.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
You know what it is, boy. It's your boy Swole the Poet _, at the end of that on all platforms, man. Get with it or get lost.
It's Garf Chocolate here on everything. I got a new TikTok called Not Garf Chocolate. Second page.
Like with a backup,
backup page.
You got too many followers in your backup page.
Backup page.
What's the backup page for? Why do people get backup pages?
In case the first one gets flagged.
You've been getting
like I already got like a flag on my other one. So
how many followers you got already on the new one? Like, are people like migrating? Like, do they know? Like, do they follow it?
It's two separate audiences. So that one's at 24K. My main one's at 217,000.
How'd you build it up so fast?
I'm trying to tell you, I think I know I cracked the code. Yeah, I think it's harder now though. TikTok changed it, but I think I know it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not people that knew you from your other one.
Some of them, yes, because I put the same, but other ones no. They be like, "Oh, this not the main one." Yeah, like no.
Sure. All right, well, let's go ahead and end this so I can ask you some off-air questions, man. We're gonna get this shit cracking, man. It's Playworld Radio, Playworld Vision, Playworld Network, man. Vision Network, man. Shit.
We out.
Kim, shoot us out the motherfucker.
Yeah, boy.
But no, I was gonna say,
bubble guts.
I was gonna say, have you seen my Vision Network page
on TikTok?
Yeah.